Right.
Yeah.
So how many times has it come roughly?
Like four. This is the fourth time.
So today when it came, what happened?
No, today it came to attack.
How do you know? Did they remove their guns here?
No, the car is along that barrier.
Usually there.
No, it has parked at the barrier and then they came up and they started shooting.
So you saw all of that?
No, I saw the car getting in.
Yeah.
But after that, I just had the gunshots.
So you cannot confirm that it was individuals in that car shooting, but you suspect it was?
Because it turned and then it started shooting. The shooting started and the bombs started blowing up and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how would you describe, because you've been here, and of course the security here, I've been here as well before, they check vehicles going in. So you're saying if in fact it was them, they attacked at the very first security check?
They never reached at the checkpoint. They just alighted from the car and they started shooting randomly.
All right, so let me again interject. There is another, this is a fourth or is fifth if I'm not wrong, fire engine that we're seeing make its way. Heavyweight fire engines, they're making way for it to get in to the complex here at the city. So the issue is that there's no space inside. So that speaks to the number of cars there. And as I can imagine, usually it's also a complex that has cars parked there, and so they're trying to ensure where they need to take the services of these fire extinguishers, they can be able to get them there. We hope situations like we've seen before, fire of water running out, will not ensue here, but also we don't know the extent or the kind of fire we're dealing with. All that was reported earlier and we're informed is that there was that explosion and we saw the smoke billowing in the airspace here. There was a chopper as well hovering around just a few moments ago. So let me speak to you a little bit more before I let you go, sir. So did you at any point consider indicating to the officers here that there's a car that acts suspiciously that comes and stops here? Did you ever have that conversation with the folk that secure this place?
No, because normally Uber cabs normally park at the end of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them come park and then they leave. So, but this car was like today I was suspicious about it because now it came to parked. No one was coming out of the car. The cabin was still closed. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, because I marked the car with the rim. Because I've been seeing this rim so long. So I'm like, because that guy, the guy we checked on this guy, he gave us 100 shillings for the services. I'm like, look for us for this car. Galilea, Asante, in the back. And just came with a coffee from Lucy. So the question was, it was lingering on my mind. Why did he not go with them? Drink this coffee inside the I was like, no, but I guess.
So what time was this when you first heard the first gunshot?
It was around 3:45, some minutes to 4. Yeah. 3:45.
So why are you still here though?
Me?
Yes.
I'm still working. I still have my property.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't leave this place, but my car is there. They've already barricaded the roads.
Right.
So.
Well, thank you for talking to us. We appreciate the time, and we'll seek to get more information regarding that. So, it was 3:45. Yeah. So they indicate to us the first time the gunshots they heard was around 3:45. He sells. He's curious around here. Perhaps you can see. Just usually, there's a few people that have their selling their merchandise there, and so he indicates to us that is what he was in fact doing. He talks about the car that usually would come and park there suspiciously, and he had been able to mark it because it did not pick passengers or otherwise, and so on. Today came, and that minutes after it went and approached the first barrier, then those gunshots were heard. So we are seeing another ambulance, perhaps just exiting from the premises. It is a high activity area right now. What it is they heard, but as we said earlier, right now the security agencies, because what we understand it's a multi-sectoral effort here. Oyoyo, who is an advisor to the Nairobi governor, is here, and I understand he was in there when all this was taking place. So I'm trying to get a word with him. Oyoyo, if you have a moment. It's good to see you. Talk to me. Why are you in the premises when this happened? We'd like to have your face turned towards this camera, sir.
I mean, of course, to make sure that the response is as quick as it should be, so as to make sure, all those guys who've been injured and taken to hospital. As a county we're concerned, this happened in our county, And as you know, security issues are very, very important. The governor takes that seriously, so I'm here to monitor what's going on and, of course, communicate to my boss.
Where is your boss? Why isn't Mike Mbuvi here?
My boss is around. Obviously, he cannot come to this point at this time. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what have you established so far?
There was an explosion. I've talked to the security guys here. Yeah, there was an explosion, and the response, of course, was very quick. You've seen the injuries from the county very, very quickly. So apparently it's been contained, but they're trying to make sure there's no one who's been hurt who's remaining there. Yeah, that is what's going on as we speak.
So explosion, do you have any indication caused by what some say is a suicide bomber? Is that information that has gotten to you?
Now the security guys are trying to find out what's going on, what caused the explosion, whether the guys who can be accused of doing this. So the investigations are going on, and as I'm told, it's not like they can say the threat has been totally neutralized. The operation is ongoing. Yeah.
And who can you tell us is here in as far as the security agencies?
Well, I think that is not a question I can answer, but the guys have told, the Ministry of Interior has responded accordingly. As you can see, guys from the NYS, from the record security as well. So I think all the security resources required to take care of the threats are available. As a country, we're confident, and Nairobi itself to be confident that the issues being taken care of as required. And of course, to guys, families that may have lost anyone or have a family member injured, who is very, very sorry. Yeah.
Do you have any indication, you're talking about any family that may have lost someone, do you have any indication of casualties, sir?
That's not a statement I can make at this moment, because they'll have to come out of the place that was attacked, so as to give us information about, maybe, I hope no one has died, but I've gotten evidence of 2 to 3 guys who got injured in the process.
Yeah. And where is the governor? Is he in Nairobi County?
The governor is in Nairobi County, of course. Yes. Thank
you very much, Oyoyo. We appreciate you taking time to speak with us here on KTN News. So that is the political advisor to Nairobi County Governor Mike Mbuvi. He tells us he's monitoring the situation. There is not much that he can say. He indicates of a process, multi-agency process. Of course, we've seen some of the officers that are here, and says that there's not much as far as details he can speak of, but talking about the fire agents you see coming from Nairobi County, that they are all here at hand to help out with the process. So I will hand this back to So we have somebody from the county referral team as well here with us, sir. Are you part of the who've been coming in terms of the medical staff helping out here with the services and the operation?
Yeah, no, I'm Geoffrey Musiri, administrator for Mwani, and I'm also part of the team that is changing the responsibility of referrals as far as ambulance are concerned. Yeah, we have responded to the attack. We have dispatched our ambulances here so that they respond to this incident.
Yes. Yes. All right. So how many have come? Do you have an indication of what kind of injuries have been witnessed as these people are moved from here?
So far, we have just arrived at the crime scene. Although when we arrived, there were some ambulances which were ferrying some people who are perceived to have been injured. Yeah, but all our response team, the ambulance, fire vehicle, firefighting vehicle, they are all here. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for taking the time to speak with us. So again, this continues to be quite a situation here at the Dusit. So we want to zoom into what we understand is the car they came in with. Let me just get that information very quickly. The one with the hazard light, so perhaps difficult to tell because a number of them are hazard, but the Toyota, the very fast one, we understand, is the vehicle. So perhaps if we could move up this way to be able to help you get a clearer view of the first aid. All right, so yeah, and you had the gentleman I spoke to a little bit earlier who operates a kiosk right here before you get into the main entrance, and he spoke about this car that has been here, stopping here at different occasions. He counted up perhaps up to 4 times, and that it was suspicious, it was tinted, and that on occasion the people would get in and out, but other than that, it was unclear what else their business was here. But what he's telling about his statement about the individuals who are in this car is that when today they then drove in, there's usually a security check right where that car is, and is where you'll be stopped. There will be officers at hand, they will request to check your car, they will open, but they're not described as described as when all hell broke loose, that they pulled out their firearms, they started shooting, and of course the rest unfolding is more and of course the rest unfolding is more officers there, information. What's interesting is that I beg your pardon. So yeah, we have new reinforcements here. We're not going to tag that because right now most of them are wearing almost similar uniform, but we will seek to get as much information as possible. So where is international media being allowed to go? Guys. Where's the standard?